Hello and welcome, I'm Chris and today we're going to play World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic. We'll be exploring the world and quests during the invasion of the undead hordes at the command of the Lich King, and also playing through the Paladin class on the Horde side, which is something I've never done, so I'm greatly looking forward to this. As always, this will be a relaxed playthrough, focusing on the atmosphere of the world of Azeroth and the intrigue the quests have to offer, so whether you are following along with your own playthrough or watching whilst at work or school, please enjoy the show and let's begin. Starting zone being through the Burning Crusades new quest line for the Blood Elves, and then we'll move over to the Horde side in vanilla, and then onto Wrath of the Lich King.
For nearly 7,000 years, the High Elves cultivated a shining, magical kingdom, hidden deep within the forests of northern Lordaeron. But 5 years ago, the undead scourge invaded Quel'Thalas and drove the elves to the brink of extinction. Led by the evil Death Knight Arthas, the scourge destroyed the mystical Sunwell, thereby severing the elves from the source of their arcane power. Though the scars of that conflict are evident, the remaining elves have banded together and retaken much of their homeland. Calling themselves Blood Elves, these grim survivors are committed to regaining the vast powers they once commanded. Inspired by the leadership of their beloved prince, Kael'thas Sunstrider, the Blood Elves now seek new sources of arcane magic and the means of defending their land against the undying horrors of the Scourge. As one of the few surviving Blood Elves, you must master your thirst for magic and help shape the destiny of your people.
One of my favourite intros of the game. Mistrix Arona.
State your business.
Claiming Sunstrider Isle. The sooner you begin your education for Ladria, the better for all of us. There is little room for error, so listen closely. The burning crystals, the green floating objects to the west of the Sunspire here, have long been used to power the Isle's experimentations. The mana rims were their guardians, but the Scourge invasion of Quel'Thalas has driven them errant from our lack of magic control over them. There is little choice but to thin their numbers for reclamation. Do this, then return to me.
Be ready for anything.
So we have our Seal of Righteousness, fills the Paladin with Holy Spirit for 30 minutes, granting each melee attack 1 additional holy damage. It's a really good long time to have that up. I'm quite used to vanilla, so it makes quite a nice change. Holy Light heals a friendly target for 50 to 60 damage. I think we'll put that over here. And Arcane Torrent, which is our racial, silence all enemies within 8 yards for 12 seconds, for 2 seconds, and restores 6% of your mana. That would be really handy to have. For now we'll auto attack, but I think we can release. to say. It's just one of the most beautiful areas of the game, I think. They've done incredible work here. Take a few holiday photos. Fantastic. Level 2 already. I wonder if we can equip this already. We can. In terms of professions, I haven't really decided on this character yet. We see how we get through them in the early playthrough and move from there. You have successfully completed your first task. For that, you are to be congratulated. Such success gives me faith that you will turn out better than those young blood elves who fail to heed the lessons of their masters. Continued success will be rewarded, not only with knowledge, but also with tangible rewards as well. Your work here, however, is not finished. There is much more to learn, my young friend.
Death to all who oppose us.
Fortunate measures. Your efforts have made something clear that honestly I wish were not true. The unchecked power of the burning crystals has maligned a much larger swathe of the Isle's natural balance than I thought. We must now take on more uncomfortable measures to reclaim control. The nearby lynxes have succumbed to the influence of the crystals, and they must be put down. Bring their collars, as I may yet be able to fashion a magical restraint to turn them some back from being uncontrolled. It's a lovely piece of armor.
Keep your wits about you.
Paladin training. As you advance within your class, you will want to take advantage of the training that your class trainer can provide you. For young paladins here on Sunstrider Isle, your trainer is Jesthenis Sunstriker. Speak with Jesthenis and see what training he has available for you. The things he will teach do have a cost, so bring some coin with you. Your trainer, as with all trainers on Sunstrider Isle, is inside the Sun Spire on the lower level. I'll just pick up these quests as well while they're nearby. Arcanist Hellion. Thirst unending. If there is one lesson you deign to remember from your time on Sunstrider Isle, let it be this: control your thirst for magic. It is the thirst unending. What you absorb must be controlled and released via arcane torrent. Failure to become one of the wretched, hopelessly addicted and insane. Seek out a mana rim and unleash your arcane torrents upon it. Learn to master your power. When you have sufficiently released an arcane torrent, return to me.
Stay the course.
Arcanist Tharnus. Fistful of slivers. It's a shame that we've lost control of many of the creatures here on the island. This was once a tranquil place of study and research. Now it's all we can do to keep from being attacked by our own creations. I'm going to offer you a chance to receive a magical boon in exchange for some collecting work on your part. Bring me a stack of arcane slivers that are found on the mana-using creatures of Sunstrider Isle, and I will cast a spell on you that should aid your adventures on the isle.
Farewell.
Jasthenis Sunstrider.
We will have justice.
I see the pride swelling in your chest. Already you fancy yourself one of the Blood Knights. In time you will earn your place among us. But first you must learn to harness and master the powers of the light. Hone your skills at arms and prove your worthiness. You must be prepared to endure the derision, fear, and revulsion of those you're sworn to defend. So it is among those who can't comprehend the price of great power that safeguards them. Keep your head high and your blade at the ready. Well, Watcher Solanian. And now I need for you to do something. Well, Watcher Solanian is in need of your services. You would do well to ingratiate yourself with him. He awaits you on the exterior platform that the ramp in this chamber leads to.
Keep your wits about you.
See if we can get any spells. Level 6, level 4, 6. Open aura, definitely. Classic Paladin spell.
The reckoning is at hand.
Devotion aura gives 55 additional armor to party and raid members within 40 yards. It's nice to have. Just sell a few bits of gear, because every new character is always short on bag space and money.
Your gold is welcome here.
We are at a princely 67 copper.
Remember the sunrise.
State your business. Farewell.
Ah, good, a paladin. I've been expecting you. There are a few tasks that I have which you are particularly suited to.
The reckoning is at hand. Keep your wits.
Solanian's belongings. With all the chaos happening here at the Sunspire, I haven't had chance to collect my belongings. I've left outside at various places on the isle. I must maintain my vigil over the Sunwell here, so I'll ask you to collect them in my stead. I need my scrying orb, my scroll of scourge magic, and my journal. Use the satchel for some extra space, as my things are rather bulky. Return them to me and I'll give you a little something, you know, for the effort. You can keep the satchel as well. That's an absolute bargain. The Shrine of Dathramar.
We'll have justice.
Day after day I stand here, watching, waiting. I've been accused of dwelling too much on our past, while my eyes look to the horizon. But it is my firm belief that each visitor to this island should honour those who have sacrificed all so that they may continue to do so. Dathramar Sunstriker was our first king. He led us here from Kalimdor through the Maelstrom. Seek out his shrine to the west, and do not return to me until you have read the plaque upon it in his honour.
Remember the Sunwell.
Interesting. Okay, so let's see where to start first. Mana tap creature, so I think we can just unleash an arcane torrent. Yep, perfect. Sphinx collars. It's good to get some help. Still auto-attacking for now, as I still need to get some more spells, but hopefully that will change soon. Just noticed we've got Joyous Journeys. Experience gains increased by 50%. Brilliant. That's a fantastic feature they've added. Great. Arcane Slithers, Solanian Scrying Orb, and Shrine of Death from R. Sure, we can get part of it around here.
Glorious.
Hoping to tank on this character, but also do a bit of healing, try a bit of both, especially when we're at low level. As long as we've got a bit of intellect gear and some good tanking shields, we should be okay. That is my memory of Wrath anyway. We'll see if it's proved right or not. Thelonian's Journal, brilliant. Excellent. So, we need the Solonian Scrying Orb and a Scroll of Scourge Magic. The Scroll of Scourge Magic is further north. Fantastic. Next up, it's to the Plaque of Dathramar. Probably pronouncing all of these words incorrectly, but it's worth a try. You have discovered the location of the shrine. On further examination, you sense a stronger pulse on the strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing by the shrine and perhaps a little disturbed. The bronze placard along the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the shrine of Dathramar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monument remember his sacrifice against the scourge and his dedication to the cause of our continued survival. All who prosper in Kel'Thalas do so thanks to him. Done well today. Your willingness to learn shows that you may very well rise above the unyielding cravings you must endure as a blood elf. Rest not on your laurels, young one, but instead seek to master what you have learned. Only through diligence will we as a race survive. Take this, it may be of some use to you. Go now and bring glory once more to our people." Green chain gauntlets.
Your wits about you.
Should match the set nicely. Nice armor set. It'd be good if they built on that. Maybe they do. It would be interesting to find out. Fistful of slivers. Many of the creatures here in the isle are at one point into non-aggression and complacency by our magical skills. When the scourge destroyed the Sunwell, our hold over these creatures shattered. Arcane slivers are the remnants of the control we once had, and as much might be useful in fashioning a new device to aid us in regaining their control. Better still, perhaps the slivers could be used to see what malaise the isle truly suffers under.
The reckoning is at hand.
Splendid, you will do nicely. I've been doing quite a bit of thinking on the current malaise Sunstrider Isle suffers under. One course of action I had pondered was to collect these arcane slivers from the beasts on the isle. In doing so, they could be experimented on. This would prove a potential source of culpability. Anyway, I will tend to the research. Allow me to place this incantation on you. I believe you'll make good use of it.
Remember the Sunwell.
Fortitude of the Sindorai increases stamina and spirit by 5. And the Daylight Cloak. Nice. Fashionable. It gives me no pleasure to ask you to destroy these beasts. While in times past we have lived in relative harmony with woodland creatures, these are different times. First order of business for all Sindorai is survival. Make sure you remember that.
Death to all who
Tower
oppose
and
us.
surrounding area should now be relatively secure, though only for the time being. You've done well in providing us with a buffer of security, but we will need to reassert control over the entire isle if we are to survive here in the long run. This will involve tackling much greater threats than errant mana worms and lynxes. Take this, you will no doubt make good use of it for the tasks to come. Report to Lantern Perilon. You are to report to my assistant, Lantern Perilon. He will instruct you on what needs to be done next. While we're here at the Sunspire, we'll continue to reign in the Burning Crystals. You will be focused on a more pressing matter concerning Althrian Academy. Lantern will explain fully when you speak to him. Simply walk west of here and along the path, and you should see him standing close by. Good luck. Your continued successes shall be rewarded.
Keep your wits about you.
Absolute tongue twisters.
We will persevere.
And we're at level 4. Do we get anything
The eternal sun
new to
guides
learn?
us.
Judgment of Light. Oh, fantastic. I actually really want them both, but we'll get the Judgment first off. Sell what we can and hopefully scrape enough to afford it. Classic Ret Paladin spell. Judgment of Light unleashes the energy of a seal spell to judge an enemy for 20 seconds, granting attacks made against the judged enemy a chance of healing the attacker for 2% of their maximum health. Refer to individual seals for additional judgment effects. Nice, always more buttons to press, I can't complain. Paladin's belongings. Have you had a chance to find my belongings? Once we reassert our dominance over the Sunstrider Isle, I will need them in my work. For now, though, I must maintain my watch over the Sunwell or what remains of it. Well done. I knew you'd be perfect for the task. Once it's safe to make use of our outdoor facilities on the Isle, I'll be putting these things to good use. Like I mentioned, please feel free to keep the satchel. Also, you may find this piece of armor useful. Consider it ample compensation for a simple task performed dutifully.
We will have justice.
Shrine of
Your wits
Dathramar. Thank you for sharing your experience of the Shrine of Dathramar. First off, you should be commended for your sense of duty and respect. It will serve you well, not only here, but in all of Azeroth as well. As for the odd sensation, it is no doubt a contributing part to the taint that was befallen Sunstrider Isle. We shall keep an eye on it. Thank you for alerting us to it.
Farewell.
Afford a bag and get another spell, but we'll see. Actually, we are earning quite a good amount of money.
Be ready for anything.
The dark times will pass.
Fantastic. More blessing. Blessing of Might. Places a blessing on the friendly target, increasing attack power by 20 for 10 minutes. Greatly received. We can buy anything else from here, so we'll move on. Okay, so report to Lantern Parallel. I know I'm not saying that name right.
What business have you? We will have justice.
Magistrix, Arona told me you'd be along quick enough. The Falthrin Academy to our west, the huge floating building with the ornate spires, is in bad shape. You're going to be leading the effort to recapture it from one of the wretched, a blood elf who has forever succumbed to their basest cravings. Hope you're ready to work. This is not only going to be a lesson about danger, but also of what happens when you forsake the realities of who you are.
Hold your head high.
Wow, it's getting quite deep. Aggression. Before sending you out to the academy, I want you on another task that needs to be dealt with immediately. Once used to aid us in the gardening of Sunstrider Isle, the bestial tenders now have grown out of our control. Clear them out with due haste, but be warned that a lack of control has made them aggressive. It is such aggression that forces us to put down these once gentle servants. It doesn't please me to ask you to do such a task, but survival is survival. I'll mourn that later.
Should never arrive.
So we need 7 tenders and 7 feral tender. I think they're further along on the isle. Need 3 more tenders.
Shola.
The deaths of the tenders gave me no joy whatsoever. It does show me that you're ready for the most important task you'll do here on Sunstrider Isle. Take this and put it to good use. You'll need good items and sharp wits for the task ahead. Our reassertion of control over the island depends on it. Very fancy weapon.
Time is of the essence.
Paladin the Banished. A betrayer of our people resides atop Falthrian Academy to the southwest. Paladin is his name, and he was banished from Blood Elf lands for failing to heed the warnings of our teachers and elders. He is the worst of our society, as he lives only to feed his insatiable magical addictions. He refused to learn control. He is a shell of his former self, one of the wretched, and he is a threat to the Sunspire. Destroy him and the wraiths he uses as his minions. That is a lovely shield.
Keep your wits about you.
Two-hander for 1.4 damage or a one-hander for 2. A little bit more protection. So this is a really cool Voidwalker skin theme. Dark fell energy almost. It's almost a shame to kill it. We'll have a victory heal.
Your prince will not long mourn your passing.
This is what happens when you succumb to the power. Heed well this warning. Felendrin the Banished is only a symptom of a much larger problem. Its demise will solve our immediate concerns, but all Blood Elves share the potential same fate as him if we let our addictions get the best of us. Felendrin's head, you are to be commended. You've succeeded where others, like Felendrin, have utterly failed. Perhaps you are truly ready to be a contributing member of the Blood Elf Society. Your success here means that you are capable of surviving the greater threats that lurk in Eversong, and believe me, there are plenty to face.
Stay the course.
Equip that lovely shield. Aiding the Outrunners.
We will have
Magistrix Arona wanted you to head over to the Silver Moon City in order to aid our reclamation efforts there. That is, once you had successfully addressed the situation at Faltrian Academy, you did not disappoint us. On your way to Falconwing Square, south of here, you should speak with Outrunner Alarian. She's not far from the bridge. The Outrunners take care of shuttling goods between here and the mainland, and since you've proven to be so resourceful, they could use your assistance.
hold your head high.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the sword as well, I think. I need to sell. I kind of would like to just get to level 6 and buy the spells from here, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I'll sell up and move on. Two and a half bars around.
I have one-of-a-kind items. We will have justice.
Tainted Arcane Sliver. You found an odd sliver of crystallized mana on the corpse of the Tainted Arcane Wraith. The sliver is different from others you may have seen in that it is as dark and sinister looking as the wraith you looted it from. Just holding it gives you a sense of unnatural foreboding. Arcanist Hellion at the gazebo of the Sunspire on Sunstrider Isle might be someone who would have use for the sliver. Bring the tainted sliver to Arcanist Hallion at the gazebo of the Sunstrider Isle. How absolutely fortuitous. From your demeanour, you seem to be on a matter of some urgency. Is there something specific I can assist you with? This is most interesting. And when I say interesting, I mean more disturbing than anything else. Our efforts to reassert control over the Isle in the time following the destruction of the Sunwell have been a challenge. I suspect that whatever foul source is corrupting the Isle is at the heart of it all. This sliver may be of some aid in recovering what's really going on. You are wise to bring this to me. Take this as compensation for your diligence. Thank you.
Stay the course.
Interesting. The plot thickens. $8 silver already, not bad. Wonder what they talk about.
Our enemies will fall.
We'll definitely have to get divine protection. And we can even go to Holy Light.
Farewell.
2. Divine protection. Reduces all damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds. Once protected, the target cannot be protected by Divine Shield, Divine Protection, or Hand of Protection again for 2 minutes. That is going to be extremely handy for most situations. Higher level mobs, large pulls, elites. Runner Alarian.
Victory lies ahead. We will have
Aiding the
justice.
Outrunners. Hello there. I heard that a resourceful young blood elf formerly in the service of Magistrix Arona might be making their way down here to help us Outrunners out. We certainly welcome the help, especially from someone who's proven to be so competent. I hope you're interested in running an errand or two for us. Slain by the Wretched. It's hard work being an outrunner between Sunstrider Isle and Falconwing Square. Tight deadlines, long hours, and worst of all, the Wretched. The road south goes through the ruins of Silvermoon. The place is crawling with Wretched, ready to kill you for a few mana crystals. Fortunately, I think that's what's happened to the last outrunner we sent with one of Arona's packages. I see you're eager to prove yourself. Venture into Dawning Lane and see if you can find any traces of our outrunner. That's what happened to the person before me. Okay.
We will have justice.
The Outrunner's belongings have all been stolen with the exception of one package. It seems to match Alarian's description of Arona's package. Take the package and confirm that indeed it comes from Magistrix Arona. Alarian would probably want you to bring it to her. Buff. We will buff. And buff.
Our enemies will fall.
What did you find?
Keep your wits
Back to
about you.
Sunwell. That's the third Outrunner we've lost this month. I appreciate your courage in venturing into Dawning Street. The guards need to keep a closer eye on these blasted wretched.
Death to all who oppose
Completing the
us.
delivery. The death of another Outrunner is a true tragedy, but it's a risk we all accept when we take the job. Magistrix Arona at the Sun Spire needs to get this package to the inn at Falconwing Square, and she needs it there as soon as possible. We're short-handed and I don't have anyone else available that can cover for us. I'm not going to lie to you, the path to Falconwing Square can be extremely dangerous. If you leave the safety of Dawning Lane, do you feel up to the task?
The reckoning is at hand.
Let's dare it. Let's chance it. I haven't actually thought about where I'm going to quest for the main body of the vanilla leveling experience. I was thinking of the undead zones, as I think they're really atmospheric and beautiful. But I am open to suggestions, so if you do have any suggestions or favourite places you'd like me to visit, please do let me know.
Victory lies ahead.
Major malfunction. The arcane patrollers crafted by our forefathers to protect the city have fallen into a dangerous state of disrepair. They fail to recognize us as their masters and will attack us on sight. Even though they were created many years ago, the arcane cores that powered them are still quite useful and valuable to us. I want you to gather these cores and bring them to me so I can put them to good use again. You will find the patrollers in the ruined section of Silvermoon to the northwest.
We will have justice.
Wanted, Thalis the Hungerer. The city of Silvermoon hereby issues a reward for the head of Thalis the Hungerer. Notorious wretched ringleader, he is wanted for repeated crimes against the general populace of Silvermoon City, including the murder of 2 guards. Report to Sergeant Conran to collect the reward.
Glory to the Sindora.
Unstable mana crystals. A group of wretched recently raided a supply of unstable mana crystals from one of our arcane sanctums. If not handled properly, the crystals could explode with enough force to blow a hole in the city walls. Now, I don't quite care if they blow themselves up while tapping unstable mana sources, but the whole incident would make my men look bad. Bring me back any remaining stolen crystals you find. They might still be inside their original crates.
Shorelaran.
I'd like to get the
Anaria Shola. Death to all who oppose us.
and the innkeeper first and foremost.
What do you seek?
Welcome to the Falcon Wing Square Inn. May I prepare a meal for you or ready a room?
Remember the
Welcome to
sun.
my inn, Paladin. Am I to understand that you have something for me?
Salama
Thank you. I do
Ashalanore.
appreciate the prompt delivery. While you are here, please make yourself comfortable. If you haven't done so already, feel free to get a hearthstone and bind yourself here. Using a hearthstone will allow you to recall to an inn once every half hour. If you ever lose your hearthstone, simply return to any inn. An innkeeper will gladly get you a new one. Excellent service.
Farewell. Everything has a price. Time is of the essence. Your gold is welcome.
Do with a bag. Just one.
Stay the course.
Okay, so arcane cores, Thalis' head, and unstable mana crystals, so we can work towards Thalis and hopefully gather enough parts to complete most of the other quests. It's got to be some mana from that. Fantastic. In terms of professions, I am leaning towards a traditional mining and blacksmithing role for this character, or maybe mining and engineering. Again, if you've got any suggested professions that you've had success with or that you're interested in, please do let me know. I want to heal. Really need to remember to keep on top of that. Thalis is up in this tower here, so we can clear our way through. Damage taken reduced by 50%. Always handy. 3-minute cooldown as well. That's really nice. Victory heal. Ah, it's down here. Okay. Do a heroic leap. Heal up once this guy's been taken care of. Now we just need to get arcane cores. This is not good. I was hoping to discreetly pull. It didn't work. Do I need to pop a divine protection? Look at this chat burst, the arcane patroller feels like it hits for a bit more. Fantastic, we can head in. We have to fight our way through the masses of wretches. fantastic. Wow, that is a severe improvement. It's a shame because I actually really like this style. It's just, it matches perfectly, but maybe if we can kind of, we get a few others that match. It kind of looks like, I don't know, a pair of shorts.
We will persevere. Hold your head high.
You've done well. With our arcane sanctums not operating at full capacity, these power cores will go a long way in supplementing our needs.
Time is of the essence.
Delivery to the North Sanctum. I'm pleased to discover that you're at least somewhat competent. I'll give you another task since you seem so eager to prove yourself. This is a letter to Laykeeper Kadanis, the Arcanist in charge of the upkeep of the North Sanctum. Go northwest of Falconwing Square and you will find him. He is a very important person, so I hope you don't bother him too much with trivial chatter.
Keep your wits about you.
That was difficult to say. Oh, and it matches as well. Ah, what a shame. Full gear, the full set. My full set piece. Still, the armor is just too good to ignore. Sergeant Khan Wren, you have something to show me? That scoundrel Thalis finally met his fate. Good job. Things should be quiet with the wretched for a while. Aeldon Sunbrand. Saber Marnel crystals. Did you retrieve the stolen goods yet? Excellent work. Parnassian intrusions. Beside the constant threat that the wretched represent, I also have to deal with all kind of fictitious reports of night elf sightings. Though most reports were unfounded, one recent incident demands further investigation. The West Sanctum, one of our primary energy sources, has suffered a terrible malfunction, and rumours of Darnassian sabotage are rampant. Travel there and deal with anyone that looks suspicious. Report back to Laykeeper Valania, who watches over the sanctum. Very similar to my name.
Remember the sun.
Could do with selling.
Do not loiter. Hold your head high.
Laykeeper Kadanis.
The eternal sun guides us. The reckoning
Thank you.
is at hand.
I've been expecting this letter.
Farewell.
Since you're here, I have a favour to ask. Laykeeper Valania's apprentice dropped by earlier to ask for some assistance. Apparently there's some malfunction happening at the West Sanctum. I've been a bit busy entertaining our most pleasant dwarven guest. See if you can give her a hand. You'll find the West Sanctum southwest of here.
Remember the sun well.
What's on your mind?
Keeper Valania.
Glory to the Sindori.
Look around you. Things aren't exactly in order. We have a severe malfunction at the West Sanctum. Let's do our best to prevent matters from getting worse.
Salama
Arcane
Ashalanore.
instability. It's about time that dimwit Kaidanis sent someone this way. I warned of the dangers of increasing the load on the West Sanctum. Now one of our energy converters is destroyed and arcane waves are pouring out of the Sanctum. I'm going to need you to take care of these creatures before we send anyone in for repairs. Make haste. A lovely sword. That's the quite fitting style as well to do gear.
Farewell. Baladash Malanore. Remember the sun
Hand in from
well.
here. Okay, so Intruder defeated and Mana Wraith and Mana Stalkers slain. Again with the fantastic Voidwalker skins. Wow, that really hurt. Intruder defeated. I will clear the area and carry on looking. Could be up here. Can we get up? Hey, so we need one more Mana Wraith.
Yes. Time is of the essence.
Thank you. Now that we have the wraiths under control, we can send someone in to assess the damage. Hopefully this wasn't anything permanent.
Hold your head high.
Darnasian intruders.
Stay the course.
Intrusions. Night elves? Here? Those rats. Do you suppose they had anything to do with the malfunction in my sanctum? If you have any information, you'd better take it to Captain Sunbrand at once.
Remember the sun well.
Nice looking weapon.
The eternal sun guides us. Stay the
So,
course.
we've completed the quests. There's none to do, but I do have to go back to report the information. But it hasn't given me a quest. I've never seen it do that before. I've always had at least some quest to guide me in some direction. Interesting.
Anaria Shola. Shola.
State your business. Anaria Shola.
Well, this is the captain, but we do not have any quests to hand in.
Our enemies
How
will
strange.
fall.
Let's have a look into that. Well, what I think we'll do is we'll rest here, get some rested XP, and we'll carry on next time and locate the quest. I believe it is part of a chain, so I'll pick it up next time and we'll carry on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.